Hey ladies, this is a two-part training on how to get rid of dangerous belly fat, why it gets worse after 40, and then how to get rid of it. So this part one of two training is going to be today. If you stay to the end, I'm going to give you access to part two. So quick question before we start. So if your belly fat feels impossible to get rid of, your waist keeps growing year after year, or your pants are just feeling tighter, than usual, even though you don't eat that much or you eat kind of healthy, comment me in the comments below. So go ahead and comment me if that sounds like you. But this training is made just for you. So today I'm going to talk about dangerous belly fat, the kind most women over 40 are really dealing with and, don't realize the dangers of it. And yes, this is the fat around like your organs, not just the kind that you pinch. So this is kind of the visceral fat is what they call it. So not all body fat is the same. Visceral fat is the fat that sits deep inside that belly and it's wrapped around your organs, around your liver, your stomach, your intestines. And this is the fat that really pushes your belly forward and makes your waist grow, and it actually increases your health risk. So you cannot spot reduce belly fat. So no amount of crunches, no amount of planks is going to make that go away. The only real way to measure it is with an MRI or CT scans, which most people, don't really have access to. So a good clue is if your waist is above 35 inches, you're at a high risk. Okay, so that's just a good clue for you ladies. So why does this fat matter? And it's because visceral fat is linked to heart disease, insulin resistance, rising blood sugar, breast cancer, brain issues like dementia. So it's not just about being skinny or fit or toned. This is really about your health, your energy, and your future. And I know you're wondering, like, why is my belly fat growing year after year and nothing's really changing? Like, I'm kind of doing the same things. And this is where most women get stuck. And it's not because you're lazy or you're broken or you're failing. It's because of these four dangerous lies that we've been told. So I'm going to jump into that. So lie number one, I'm sure you heard this maybe from your doctors, just media. It's just a part of aging. This is a big one. Yes, your body changes after 40, during that peri post-menopause period. You naturally lose muscle, your metabolism slows down, your hormones change, sleep changes, energy drops. But that does not mean belly fat is unavoidable. Weight gain is permanent, or you should just accept it. What actually is happening is women just keep eating less, they're trying to move more, and they're stressing their bodies out even more. And that's making everything worse because when you're losing muscle and you're not eating enough and you're adding stress, that's slowing down your metabolism more and it's adding more belly fat. So no, this is not just aging. Aging, it's aging without the right strategy. So I want to define metabolism because this word gets thrown around. Your metabolism is simply how many calories your body burns on a daily basis. Even when you're resting, sitting, sleeping, thinking, it's burning calories. A slow metabolism burns less calories and more fat is stored. So here's some signs if you have a slow metabolism. You don't eat much, but you can't lose weight. You gain weight easily. You lose weight, but then you gain it back fast. So if this sounds like you have a slow metabolism, I want you to go ahead and comment slow down below. So that's the first lie. The second lie, I just need to work out more. Exercise is not for fat loss, ladies. Exercise is for heart health, strength, better movement, better mood, better sleep, better energy. And after 40, your body does not recover it like it used to. So doing more HIIT, more boot camps, more cardio is actually causing it to go the opposite way. And then on top of that, you're not eating enough. So that's like flooring the gas pedal while the engine is overheating. It's slowing down your metabolism like crazy. So that's a second lie. The third one, I'm sure you've done this one. I just need to cut carbs. If that's you, drop carbs down below. And this may have worked in the past temporarily, but it ends up backfiring the older we get. So carbs are your body's preferred fuel source, and it's also a great source of fiber. So the more times you cut carb, the more your body adapts, and the harder fat loss becomes. Low carbs leads to low energy, cravings, binging, and weight coming back on. So if you've cut carbs in the past, go ahead and drop carbs down in the comments. All right, so lie number 4. This is the fourth one. This diet worked for Susie, my friend, so I'm gonna try that. The keto, the detoxes, fasting, small portion, GLP-1s, they're working for people, but the problem is it's fixing the symptom, not the cause, not the root. Most women can't stick to these things for long term. They don't know how to transition out of some of these things, and they never build the habits in the lifestyle. So either you quit and there's no results, or you lose the weight and you gain it back. So if you've jumped on any of these trends or done any of these things hoping that it's going to work, comment guilty below. All right. So quick recap on this part 1 of training. Belly fat sticks around because muscle loss isn't addressed. Your metabolism's going down. Women are under eating, your stress is too high, and your habits are not the right habits. And it's not your fault. So in part 2, I'm going to break down exactly how my clients are reducing belly fat and they're fixing the root, not just the symptoms, not doing extremes, but something that works with your real life. So comment part 2 down below. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and send that to you. I hope this video was helpful and has motivated